You welcome back to my channel today. It's still going to be the continuation of where we stopped the last time on depression. Stepping out of life challenges, stepping out of life difficulties, stepping out of life's negative vibes. What the world throws at us. I am Solomon Hi. If today is your first time of stumbling on my channel, you are in the right place. I am one of your favorite YouTubers. Never hesitate to subscribe and press the bell button for more notifications. Welcome back. Just as we've said, stepping out of depression, handling sadness, working on developing our mental health, our emotional and psychological well-being is all what we've been discussing briefly today. I want you to know today that every human being has emotions, goes through this. No one is an island of happiness. We all have our ups and downs. We all have the mountains and our valleys. The moment you realize this, it will help you understand them more and see things in a different perspective. Why am I saying this? Most times when I go through things, I asked myself, are you the first person to go through this? No. Will you be the last person? No. Those that have gone through this, didn't they scale through? Of course they did. So, what is it? Asking myself those questions make me realize that some people, we are able to scale through. I can scale through this. It's not the end of my world. I can make it better. Yes, you're a first-time mother. You feel so abandoned. You feel so neglected. You're a single mother, a first-time mother, struggling, working to take care of your kids alone. Everything feels so overwhelming. The bills to pay. It's like the world is crumbling on your shoulders. Or are you a man? Kids need to eat. The families are looking up to you. Your siblings are placing a high demand on you, on your resources. You feel so frustrated, devastated. You have underlying health issues. It's like every day reminds you of a sorrow. It's like every minute proposes to you a choice and option of suicide. You can't run away from this. I know. I understand how heavy all these are, but I just want you to know you are not alone. That's what I keep telling people. We are not alone in all this. Some had gone before us. We too was going to scale through. Establishing this that you are not alone. First of all, it lightens this burden in a little way. Why am I emphasizing on this? Even your coach has his or her downside. Even your pastor has what he or she is struggling with. His secret tears. Even that your millionaire friend sheds tears secretly. Yes, that your all-round ever happy best friend has pains in their heart, because no human is excluded from this life suffering. So having this, registering this in our mind makes us think better, anticipate and find a solution. You are not in this alone. There's this song my boss loves playing sometimes when we're on break at work. It's a French song, but I'm just going to take a word. He said tout le monde qui a des problèmes. That is, it's everyone that has a problem. And that's the truth. Every man has a problem. I stepping out today to encourage you does not mean I don't have my secret tears. But it's just because I've learned to live with them and above them. Please underline that word. And that's the first thing I want us to do today. Learning to live with them and above them. When I mean living with them, because we cannot ignore this, I'm sorry to say. Someone jobless, then it's in need of a house, in need of food to eat, in need of a good job, cannot pretend as if the whole world it's blue. No. So that's why I say we need to live with them, but above them. And how do you do this? Anytime when it's necessary, take a walk. That's also part of the practical tips. Most times when I have my head clouded, maybe I just received a mail or received a letter, I don't think about it immediately or start to go. No. Sometimes I have this thing I called a strategy that works for me: delayed reactions to my emotions. Maybe something just happened. I prefer to find a way to distract myself. Not thinking, no matter how urgent is it, no matter how sad, how devastating or overwhelming. Immediately, it's like building a shock absorber. Though it involves a mastery of your emotions. But I have this way to have a delayed reaction to emotions. Then later I can take a walk. Or I play music. Just ease off, then now start thinking. But taking a walk has this effect on us, because when we stay indoors, we stay also enclosed with our emotions. It's like psychologically also we are enclosed in our struggles, in our depression. There's no fresh air coming in or stale air going out. I get what I'm trying to say. But when you take a walk, or you jog, you inhale, you exhale, there's this freshness engulfing us, even our spirit mind. It helps. It works. Those are practical ways to overcome and stay above depression and stay positive, stay clear. Because when the vision is blurred, you will fall at every step. When the eyes are not well functioning, you need a support to see clearly. When we are engulfed in our emotions, in the negativity surrounding us, we don't see clearly, we don't reason clearly. And that is why most times our depressions prolongate, our sadness prolongates, not because there are no solutions, but just because we are not taking the right steps. We are not seeing clearly to think forward, to think straight. But when you just, you take a walk out, you feel so relaxed a bit. You think straight. You think more clearly. And it builds you up in finding solutions, ways to go about this. And the last tip I'll be sharing with us is, I want you to know that you have the inner strength to go through this. Yes. No matter how overwhelming life has thrown its rock on you, you have the inner strength to go through this. You wonder what I mean? What you're going through, I might not be able to go through it, because we are all different. We have an elasticity rate. It differs from each other. Our maturity differs from each other. Our experience differs from each other. And all this constitute what has built every one of us. What forms you, what forms me. Our experience, our age, things around us, circumstances, all this build everyone, every man differently. Our perspective, our ways of reasoning. So truly, what you might be going through, should I go through them? I might feel so crushed and crumble. Whereas, what I might be going through, should you go through 10% of them, maybe you will be gone by now. It's because life throws challenges at us according to our capacity and inner strength. I don't know if you've ever heard this from someone before. That is what I'm telling you once again. That the strength to overcome this lies within you, not from me, not from your coach, not from your psychology doctor, not from your doctor, just use the word, not from your best friend. No, you have the required strength, the required grace, the required capacity and maturity to be built from this afterwards, not to be buried. You have what it takes to overcome these circumstances, this depression, to stay above this perpetual sorrow. Because You will not face things that are beyond your capacity. You know, some Christians, they will say God will not give you a temptation beyond your capacity. And this is also a realistic fact. Though, sorrowfully, a lot of us, we go through some circumstances that we have no control over. A lot of people lose their life on this. Yes, we cannot overlook this fact. But nevertheless, you have the will. The will is in you, not within you. To overcome, to stay above, to have this dominion over everything you're going through. It's left for you to decide. Life is all about choice. No matter how I bring things to you, tips to you, if you decide not to apply them, nothing changes. But should you decide, you will take it up today, because I decide either overcome this or not. I decide either stay above this or remain enslaved in this. You will see changes. You are graced for this test you are going through. I know it's overwhelming. I understand. You have a sick spouse, a sick child. I truly understand. But I want you to know the will, the strength, the courage lies within you. You can overcome this by taking each day at a time, but with a clear vision, so that you will not take a step, so you will not tumble over. A blood ice will lead to wrong steps. Start finding, even if it's 5 minutes, no matter how demanding it is, even 5 minutes. Don't be too engulfed, don't be too confined in this, that you don't even have a minute to heal yourself, to heal your emotions, to heal your wounds. Have you been deserted? Have you been betrayed? You need healing. Stepping out of depression means healing of our emotions, healing for us to stay healthy. So don't be too busy. Don't tell me you don't have the time. Don't be too busy not to be able to take drugs that will heal you. Don't be too busy. Don't be too attached, emotionally attached to others, that you don't even have time for your own healing, to nourish yourself, to nourish your health. 5 minutes a day, you can squeeze it out. Take a walk in the early hours of the day or late in the evening. Just free your mind. Let go. Talk to the head. Meditate. Pour out your aggression, your depression, your fears, your anxieties. Pour them out. It liberates the heart. It frees. It's like, you've been traveling ever since with a heavy load, but you're dropping them off little by little to where you feel light, and you can pick up good things to replace those things that have been offloaded from the sack. I'll be leaving us here today. Should you feel so encouraged, or you have something to share with me, never hesitate. You can send me a direct message, or you also drop them, your contributions, in the comment box. I am here to listen. Stay tuned. See you next time.